Who will do more for the auto industry? Not Barack Obama. Fact checkers confirm his attacks on Mitt Romney are false. The truth? Mitt Romney has a plan to help the auto industry. He's supported by Lee Iacocca and the Detroit News. Obama took GM and Chrysler into bankruptcy and sold Chrysler to Italians who are going to build Jeeps in China. Mitt Romney will fight for every American job.
I'm Mitt Romney, and I approve this message.
Mitt Romney actually did say, let Detroit go bankrupt. He did oppose the auto bailout and said that if we did it, you could kiss the automotive industry goodbye. That didn't really work out. And when the Detroit News did say they endorsed Mr. Romney, they did like him, they said it was despite him screwing up on the auto industry so badly. But it's the point where they say Barack Obama sold Chrysler to Italians who are now going to build Jeeps in China. That part of the ad appears to be a spin-off of this line that Mitt Romney unveiled while campaigning in Ohio last week.
I saw a story today that one of the great manufacturers in this state, Jeep, now owned by the Italians, is thinking of moving all production to China. I will fight for every good job in America. I'm going to fight to make sure trade is fair, and if it's fair, America will win.
That line about Jeep moving American jobs to China, moving all production to China, that is not true. Chrysler is not moving its production to China. That is not at all true. That is not true. That is a lie. Chrysler itself had to come out publicly and say, hey, what Mitt Romney just said there? That is not true. And the Romney campaign's response to their candidate going out there and saying something blatantly false was not to apologize for it. It was not to clarify what he said and try to say it was a misstatement or something. Now, their response was to put out an ad saying it again, making Ohio voters think that Jeep is going to move its Ohio manufacturing jobs to China, when the company itself says it has absolutely no plans to do that. They're expanding here. They're not moving their jobs to China. It's not happening. That is the closing argument being made by the Romney campaign right now. This thing that we are saying isn't at all true, but it makes for a great ad, so why not?
Obama took GM and Chrysler into bankruptcy and sold Chrysler to Italians who are going to build Jeeps in China. Mitt Romney will fight for every American job.
But Democrats cried foul, and even fact-checkers said while it was technically accurate, it was misleading. That prompted angry accusations from everyone up to and including President Obama, as you mentioned earlier. Listen.
You've got folks who work at the Jeep plant who've been calling their employers, worried, asking, is it true? Are our jobs being shipped to China? And the reason they're making these calls is because Governor Romney's been running an ad that says so. Except it's not true.
Nevertheless, the head of Fiat Chrysler confirmed exactly what the Romney ad said, that the company had intended to return Jeep production to China, the world's largest auto market, in order to satisfy local market demand. The controversy, of course, Megan, is touchy because after getting bailed out by American tax dollars, a company was deciding to create jobs somewhere other than in the U.S. But the administration rushed to say no American jobs would be affected. Even that, however, may be in doubt now. Chrysler's owner has announced something even more controversial. It now plans to build Chrysler models in Italy, including Jeeps, and export them to the U.S. Jeeps that might have been made in the U.S. by American workers. Megan?
All right, Jangle, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.